What's up family, welcome back to yet another valuable video. I took a trade on GER30 today and of course it was just wonderful, and I just want to break it down for you. I want to share firstly my thought process and secondly the strategy that I used in this trade to really get the sniper entry that I got, so that you can also get it. So I'll break it down for you. Hopefully you pay attention till the end, and of course the next time I can see you in my Instagram DMs showing me some results. So definitely let's jump into the screen right now and break it down for you. Okay family, so as you can see we're actually on the chart right now on GER30 M5 right here. It may appear a bit wilder to you in terms of the screen because I'm using a very big monitor here, but otherwise you guys should be able to see perfect. We'll see within the editing process how I can make it much better. Okay, so this is the trade that I took family, and I'm gonna break it down step by step what went down on this trade, how I took it. I'm not gonna hide any information. I'm just gonna leave the trade itself on as I just break it down. Okay, that's what I just want to do so that I can still get the targets on for each and everybody here. We'll see how this. So let's just go to the 1 hour time frame. I'm just gonna make sure I can make the targets the same so that we can get everything here, somewhere here, right? Okay, so I'm just gonna erase everything so that it can be a proper teaching. Somewhere here, that's where the targets are. Okay, so as you can see, I just want to take it back into replay mode. Then we can definitely now know exactly how I got into this trade. There we go. This is exactly what I was seeing on the H1. This is how structure was, and of course if we can just go to the 4 hour, I trade in what we call institutional order flow. Okay, the order flow, it's basically the larger trend on how it's flowing and following market structure. So when you say order flow, it's another word for simple market structure. Okay, so in this case, of course, as we can see that the market is initially, of course, in a downtrend, or what others may say that it's actually a ranging market. For my side, I would say the market is ranging. It's been ranging ever since last week. That's why some of you guys are finding it very hard to trade. I get it. The markets are ranging. Okay, so the markets are ranging. That's the order flow, or that's the trend. Yes, that's been in a downtrend for so long, but in terms of if we can now go to this structure here overall, okay, I'm just going to remove that. We can go to the structure here within this ranging market. What's exactly happening? Okay, so I'm not going to look for any change of character, hence we're still just playing around. Why am I saying that? Because we do have the last lower high for this major downtrend in this order flow. It has not been broken, so therefore there is no chalk. But what I can say is we can trade pullbacks of the market to kind of really get into some trades. So there's an interesting level that I saw here in terms of where the market tapped into. This was a demand level, so I took that. As you can see, that's on the 4 hour. I want to go to the 1 hour because this is exactly where I spotted it. Okay, and when we refine it, there we go, it's still that demand level over here. Okay, given that this was the last push before this market could actually go all the way up here. So this last push, it was a higher low in this case, and of course that's where the market tapped into. So since the market tapped into it, I was going to now go to a lower time frame, look for an entry on the basis that the market is still on a demand level. And that's exactly what I just did. So going to an M15 structure, and we can clearly see how the market was now pending out there. I just want to see where exactly we got that entry. Hopefully I can get it right. Okay, yeah, okay. So given that the market had given us a very big impulsive, now I'm going back to my strategy guys, fair value gap plus breaker. If you guys can trade this strategy consistently, you guys are gonna make money. But you guys are forever looking for every strategy in the book, right? So the best way is to just stick to one, look for it, it takes place consistently, and execute based on that. So as you can see, fair value gap plus breaker. So there was a gap here. I wanted to initially take it, but it seemed like it actually took off this breaker here. So if we can just take that last lower low that the market violently broke, so we want the market to displace it, right? We want the market to actually break it with this fair value gap. Okay, so hence I can now label it and say, you know what, it's a fair value gap plus a breaker. Okay, so since it did that, that's exactly where I was now aiming to enter. And we go to the M5 because that's where I take my entries. Okay, this is how I trade, guys. There's no secret. Okay, this is how I take my entries, and of course when it just taps into it, that's exactly. So as I said, I had marked, if you saw at the beginning of this video, I had actually marked it all the way like this with this gap. So that's exactly how I was thinking about it in my mentality, in terms of if I were to, you know, put this like this, that's exactly what I wanted to see in terms of entry. Of course, I didn't get the entry right at the sniper. I actually got it just right in the middle, but it's still a sniper entry. Okay, but for you, you could have interpreted this as a breaker and a fair value gap, and you could have took them together, and that's exactly what happened over here. Okay, and of course, let's just look at it based on the strategy. You're gonna put your stop loss slightly below here. So let's say if you're lucky enough to get the entry there, still fine, you're still fine even over here. So I got it over here and the stop loss was here. So it's not much, 20 pips, that's enough. I mean, that's the tightest stop loss one can get. Let's go back to how we set our take profit. Okay, hopefully I can now get it. Okay, I believe it was somewhere here, because I set my take profits according to previous supplies and demand, so that I should not be affected by that. Okay, there we go. Okay, and of course, if it's not accurate in terms of take profit, that's all right. I just want to make sure I can get to teach you this accurately, guys. Okay, I believe it was somewhere here. And of course, as you can see, the market started playing out. Well, just before I can play it out, one of my students did say there was a supply level here that the market may break. But given that we had a very large takeoff here, the market, of course, don't want to bring it back down in order to buy it again. In terms of understanding how smart money works, there was a lot of imbalance. They filled it, therefore they just want to push the market up on the demand. So as you can see, it did play around emotionally with some of the traders here, but then it started even now going back up. I did take partials, as you guys saw. As we went up, I did take partials, but simply something like this, guys. Okay, and that's how it's still playing out as we speak. So something like this, my chart or my bar looked something like this, guys. So as you can see, it's a very simple technique that I wish, if you can master it, I think you can really make it big in terms of making consistent profits. You know, when it comes to trading, it's all about picking a entry model that you're comfortable with, that you're well acquainted with. You know its risk tolerance, you know its accuracy. 80% of the time works, or 90, whatever way you can test it out and ensure that it puts you on the winning side more than the losing side. You apply it onto the market. I believe many of you could even make way more money, right? But some of you are looking for the cream de la cream. You're looking for the best trading strategy. It's not about the best, it's how well are you good at managing when you have an opportunity to win, and when you're on the losing side, how good are you able to minimize that loss. Okay, I just hope it makes sense. This was my thought process on this trade. Very simple day for today. I've not had a lot of trading opportunities. As you can see, a lot of things have been ranging lately, so I stay off the market if I do not see anything in terms of entry opportunity. That's how I trade, that's my method, that's how I protect my psychology. Otherwise we'll go into unnecessary losses. Okay, so make sure you can also have a psychological backbone in terms of trading, so that the market does not trick you into doing anything that you feel like you're delusional later on. Anyway, I just hope this video has blessed you. Make sure, family, to subscribe and also share this video with your friends and family. Watch the next videos that are suggested by YouTube. God bless.